You're forgettable. Right now, in this moment, you are completely forgettable. People meet you and forget you within minutes. You walk into rooms and nobody notices. You leave conversations and nobody remembers what you said. You think you're making an impact. You're not. You're background noise, wallpaper, completely replaceable. And here's the painful truth. It's not because you're boring. It's because you're trying to be liked. And likable people are forgettable. Every single time. You know who's unforgettable? People who make you feel something. Doesn't matter if it's love or hate, comfort or discomfort, admiration or intimidation. As long as they make you feel, they're remembered. Robert Greene wrote in the 48 Laws of Power, court attention at all costs. Not polite attention, not comfortable attention, attention. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the dark art of becoming unforgettable. Not by being louder, by being different. Drop "I will be remembered" in the comments if you're done being invisible. Let's begin.
Strategy 1. Embrace strategic polarization. Here's what forgettable people do. They try to appeal to everyone. They smooth over their edges. They hide their opinions. They agree when they disagree. They blend. And blending is death. When you try to be for everyone, you become memorable to no one. Because the human brain doesn't remember neutral, it remembers extreme. Unforgettable people polarize, deliberately, strategically. They stand for something specific. They're willing to repel 50% of people to deeply attract the other 50%. And that 50% who resonates, they never forget you. Because you're not another bland, agreeable person. You're a position, an identity, a flag they can rally around. Think about every unforgettable person you know. They have haters, lots of them, and they don't care. Because they also have devoted followers, people who would go to war for them. That's the trade. Universal approval for unforgettable impact. Here's how you do this. Stop hiding your actual opinions. Stop saying, "I don't know, what do you think?" when you have a thought. Stop agreeing just to keep the peace. Take a position, a clear one, and defend it. Not aggressively, confidently. When people know exactly where you stand, they can't forget you, even if they disagree, especially if they disagree, because you gave them something to push against, and resistance creates memory. Agreeableness creates nothing. Strategy 2. Master the art of strategic silence. Most people are forgettable because they talk too much. They fill every silence. They over-explain. They volunteer information nobody asked for. They think more words equals more impact. Wrong. More words equals more noise. And noise is forgotten the moment it stops. Unforgettable people understand silence. They speak less, but when they speak, people listen. Because scarcity creates value. When your words are rare, they carry weight. When your words are constant, they're wallpaper. Here's what silence does psychologically. It creates space, and in that space, people project. They fill the void with their own thoughts about you. And what people imagine is always more powerful than what you tell them. When you're quiet, you become mysterious. When you're mysterious, you become interesting. When you're interesting, you become unforgettable. People don't remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. And nothing makes people feel more than the person who doesn't need to fill the silence, the person who's comfortable in the void, the person who speaks only when they have something worth saying. Here's the practice. In your next 5 conversations, cut your speaking time in half. Not by being rude, by being selective. Ask more questions, give shorter answers. Let silence sit without rushing to fill it. Watch what happens. People lean in. They become more interested. They remember you as the person who really listened, or the person who seemed so calm, or the person who had that intense presence. They won't remember your words. They'll remember your energy. And energy is what makes you unforgettable. Strategy 3. Leave before they want you to. Here's the dark psychology most people miss. People remember how you leave more than how you arrive. And most people overstay. They linger. They drag conversations past their expiration. They stay at parties too long. They keep talking after they've made their point. And the last impression they leave is, finally, they're leaving. That's what gets remembered, the relief of their departure. Unforgettable people do the opposite. They leave at the peak. They exit while people still want more. They create the feeling of loss instead of relief. And loss creates obsession. When you leave too early, people wonder, where did they go? Why did they leave? Did I say something wrong? That wondering creates memory. That wondering creates the need to see you again, to figure you out, to get more time. Robert Greene calls this create a sense of scarcity, but it's more than scarcity. It's strategic withdrawal. You give people a taste of your presence, then you remove it before they're satisfied, and that lack of satisfaction creates craving. Craving creates pursuit. Pursuit creates unforgettable. Here's how to do this. In conversations, end them first. I have to go, but this was great. At events, leave while it's still good, not at the end when everyone's tired. In relationships, be the first one to create space, not distance, space. Let them miss you. Let them wonder about you. Let them realize they want more of you. And when they get more, you leave again before they're full. This isn't manipulation. This is understanding human psychology. People value what they can't have. When you're always available, you're taken for granted. When you're strategically unavailable, you're treasured. And treasured is unforgettable.
So there it is, the art of making yourself unforgettable. Polarize strategically, stand for something clear. Master silence, speak less, impact more. Create signature pattern interrupts, be distinctly different. And leave before they want you to. Create craving, not relief. This isn't about being fake. This is about being intentional. Most people are forgettable by accident. You're going to be unforgettable by design. If this changed how you think about presence, hit that like button. Subscribe for more dark psychology and strategic frameworks. And drop "I am unforgettable" in the comments. Not as hope, as fact. Because after applying these strategies, you will be. This is Hungry for Success. Blend in and disappear, or stand out and be remembered. The choice is yours. Make it count. I'll see you in the next one.